Assalamualaikum and hi. So next we look at 6.2 Centripetal Force. So there are two learning objectives in this subtopic. The first one is to define centripetal acceleration and to solve problems related to centripetal force for uniform circular motion cases. However, in this video, we'll only look at the definition of centripetal acceleration and to understand the centripetal acceleration. Alright, although the speed of a particle in uniform circular motion is constant, so we have looked into this. The direction changes, however the magnitude is still the same. The particle is accelerated. This is because the direction of its velocity is constantly changing. This change in the velocity produces centripetal acceleration. Since we have changes in the velocity's direction, so the direction changing, it leads to centripetal acceleration. So this centripetal acceleration, we denote it as A subscript C here, is the acceleration of an object moving in circular path whose direction is towards the center of the circular path and whose magnitude is equals to the square of the speeds divided by the radius. Okay, let us look at the centripetal acceleration part by part. So the first part that we have to understand is that AC here is the acceleration of an object moving in a circular path. So any object that is moving in a circular path will have centripetal acceleration. Okay, any object that causes a circular motion will definitely have an AC. Alright, so the direction of AC is always towards the center of the circular path. So as we can see, this is my circle here. This is my circle. Let's say it is moving in this anti-clockwise direction. Therefore, the direction of my AC is always towards the center of the circle. Okay, this is center of the circle. This is my direction of AC here. So I'm going to use green color to differentiate. So this is my direction of AC. Or AC is always towards the center of the circle. Direction of centripetal acceleration is always towards the center of the circle. And this AC has a magnitude of square of the speed divided by the radius, which is this equation, V square over R. So V is the velocity that the object is going to move with, and R here is the radius of the circle. Okay, so the direction of centripetal acceleration always points towards the center of the circle. Centripetal here means center seeking. Okay, so centripetal acceleration, centripetal ini membawa maksud center seeking. Acceleration adalah, kita tahu dia adalah any object that have velocity is going to have a acceleration as long as the velocity changes. Okay, so it is a center seeking acceleration and the acceleration is always perpendicular to the velocity. Tadi kita belajar, you have a circular motion. This is your circular motion. Your velocity is always tangential to the circle. So ini adalah V kamu, linear velocity kamu. And sekarang kita cakap that AC must always point towards the center of the circle. So from here we can deduce that V and A are always perpendicular to each other. V dengan A sentiasa perpendicular to each other. Always. They are always perpendicular to each other.